In this video, we are going to discuss Earth in the Solar System, Geography NCERT Class 6 Chapter 1, and we will know about stars, full moon, new moon, planets, constellation, asteroids, solar system, satellite, galaxy, pole stars, and many more. So let's begin. Now during the night, the whole sky is actually filled with tiny shiny objects. Some of them are bright, others are dim. They all appear to be twinkling, but if you look at them carefully, you will notice that some of them do not twinkle as others do. They simply glow without any flicker, just as the moon is shining. Now, along with these bright objects, you may also see the moon on the most of the days. It may however appear at different times, in different shape, and at different position. You can see the full moon only once in about a month's time. It's called a full moon night or a Purnima. A fortnight later, you cannot see it at all. It's now a new moon or Amavasya. Do you wonder why can't we see the moon and all those bright tiny objects during the daytime? It's because the very bright light of the sun do not allow us to see all these bright objects of the night sky. Now the sun, the moon and all those objects shining in the night sky are actually called celestial body. Some celestial body are very big and hot. They are made up of gases. They have their own heat and light, which they emit in large amount. These celestial bodies are actually... Now the sun is actually a star. The countless twinkling stars in the night sky are similar to the sun, but we do not feel the heat or the light as they look so tiny because they are very far from us. You must have noticed that all the objects look smaller when seen from a distance. While watching the night sky, you may notice various patterns formed in the different group of stars. These are called constellations. Now the Ursa Major or a Big Bear is one of the such constellation. The most easily recognizable constellation is the Small Bear or the Saptarishi, the Seven Rishi. It's a group of 7 stars that form a part of large Ursa Major constellation. In the ancient time, people used to determine the direction during the night with the help of stars. The North Star indicates the north direction. It is also called the Pole Star. It always remains in the same position in the sky. We can locate the position of pole star with the help of Saptarishi. Now you can look at the figure. You will notice that if an imaginary line is actually drawn joining the pointer stars and extended further, it will point towards the pole star. Some celestial bodies do not have their own heat and light. They are lit by the light of the stars. Now such bodies are actually called planets. The word planet comes from the Greek word planetaria, which means wanderer. The earth on which we live is actually a planet. It gets all its heat and light from the sun, which is our nearest star. If you look at the earth from the great distance, say the moon, it will appear to be shining just as the moon. Now the moon that we see in the sky is actually a satellite. It is a companion of earth and it moves around the earth. Like earth, there are 8 other planets that get heat and light from the sun. Now some of them have their own moon too. Now the interesting fact, that Jupiter, Saturn and Uranus have rings around them. These are belt of small debris, small rocks. These rings may be seen from the earth with the help of powerful telescope. Now let's talk about the solar system. The sun, 8 planets, satellite and some other celestial body known as asteroid or meteoroids form our solar system. We often call it solar family with the sun as its head. Now the sun is actually the center of a solar system. It's a huge and made up of extremely hot gases. It provides the pulling force that binds the solar system. The sun is the ultimate source of heat and light for the solar system. But that tremendous heat is not felt so much by us because despite being our nearest star, it is far from us. Now the sun is about 150 million kilometers away from us. Now let's talk about the planets. Now there are 8 planets in the solar system. In the order of the distance from the sun, there are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. All the 8 planets of the solar system move around the sun in the fixed path. These paths are elongated. They are called orbit. Now the Mercury is the nearest to the sun. It takes about 88 days to complete one round along its orbit. Now the next is the Venus is actually considered an Earth's twin because its size and shape are very much similar to that of Earth. Till August 2006, Pluto was also considered to be a planet. However, in the meeting of the International Astronomical Union, a decision was taken that Pluto, like other celestial objects like Ceres 2003 UB 313, discovered in recent past, may be called a dwarf planet. Do you know? Sol in the Roman mythology is the sun god. Solar means related to the sun. The family of the sun is therefore called the solar system. Now let's look at this. Now the human have always been fascinated gazing at the night sky. Those who study the celestial body and their movement are called astronomers. Now Aryabhatta was a famous astronomer of ancient India. Today astronomers all over the world are busy exploring the universe. Now let's talk about Earth. The Earth is the third nearest planet to the Sun. In size it is the fifth largest planet. It's slightly flattened at the poles. That's why its shape is described as geode. Now geode means an Earth-like shape. Conditions favorable to support life are probably found only on Earth. The Earth is neither too hot nor it is too cold. It has water and air which are very essential for our survival. The air has life-supporting gas like oxygen. Because of this reason, the Earth is a unique planet in the solar system. From the outer space, the Earth appears to be a blue because its 2/3 surface is covered by the water. That's why it's also called blue planet. Now let's talk about the Moon. Our Earth has only one satellite, that is the Moon. Its diameter is only 1/4 of that of Earth. It appears so big because it is nearer to our planet than other celestial body. It is about 3,84,400 km away from us. The Moon moves around the Earth in about 27 days. It takes exactly same amount of time to complete one spin. As a result, only one side of the Moon is visible to us on the Earth. Now the Moon does not have a condition favorable for the life. It has neither water nor air. It has mountain plains and depression on its surface. These cast shadow on the Moon's surface. Now let's talk about satellites. Now a satellite is actually a celestial body that move around the planet in the same way as the planet move around the sun. But a human-made satellite is an artificial body. It is designed by the scientists to gather information about the universe or for the communication. It is carried by the rockets and placed in the orbit around the Earth. Now some of the Indian satellites in space are INSAT, IRNS, EDUSAT, etc. Now let's look at some of the interesting facts. Now the Neil Armstrong was the first man to step on the surface of the Moon. It was on 21st July 1969. Now let's look at another fact. Light travels at the speed of 3 lakh km per second. That is actually the speed of light. Yet even with this speed, the light of sun takes about 8 minutes to reach the Earth. Now let's talk about asteroids. Now apart from the stars, planets and satellites, there are numerous tiny bodies which also move around the sun. These bodies are called asteroids. They are found between the orbit of Mars and Jupiter. Now scientists are the view that asteroids are the part of the planet which exploded many years back. Now let's talk about meteoroids. Now the small pieces of the rock which move around the sun is actually called meteoroids. Sometimes these meteoroids come near the Earth. During the process, due to the friction with the air, they get heated up and burn. It causes a flash of light. Sometimes a meteor, without being completely burned, fall on the Earth and create a hollow on the ground. Have you seen a whitish broad band like a white glowing path across the sky on the clear night? It's a cluster of millions of stars. This band is the Milky Way galaxy. Our solar system is a part of this galaxy. In ancient India, it was imagined to be a river of light flowing in the sky. Thus it was called Akash Ganga. Now let's talk about the galaxy. A galaxy is a huge system of billions of stars and clouds of dust and gases. There are millions of such galaxies that make the universe. It is difficult to imagine how big the universe is. Scientists are still trying to find out more and more about it. We are not yet certain about its size, but we know that all of us, you and I, belong to this universe. Now if you look at this picture, can you relate yourself with the universe now? You are on this Earth and the Earth is a part of this solar system. Our solar system is a part of a Milky Way galaxy, which is a part of the universe. Now think about the universe and the fact that it contains millions of such galaxies. So how do you fit in your picture? Imagine that.